Good morning. Happy Sunday. It's a new season. It's the first Sunday after Easter. And some might wonder, where do we go from here? But I love this Sunday because there is so much hope. And we're going to get to that. Last week and all the weeks leading up to Easter, it's all about the resurrection. And on Easter, he is risen, signs, billboards, Instagram posts, he is risen. Then what? That's not the end of the story. And I talked a little bit about it last week, but he is risen is only half the story. Imagine his disciples that followed him for years and, did everything that he asked of them. And then Jesus dies. Their hopes of a new Israel, their hopes of following him and that him leading them in his path crumbled, shambles, right? And then he's resurrected. And even in Luke, once the angels tell Mary Magdalene and Mary, mother of James, to go look for Jesus, he is there. He tells them, he eats with them, and he tells them, now go do my work. And even in the Apostle Paul's letters in Romans, he says, what shall we say then? It's full of this what now kind of theme. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin that grace may abound? Certainly not. How shall we who died to sin, live any longer in it? For if we have been united in the likeness of his death, certainly we also shall be in the likeness of his resurrection. Jesus died for us for a reason. Sin is, God does not like sin. Sin is bad. Sin is destructive. Sin hurts people. Jesus died for our sins, not so that we could continue in those sins, but so that we could be let free of those sins and live a new life. Life after repenting and accepting his sacrifice, continuing to live in sin is like dry cleaning your best suit or dress, spending lots of money on dry cleaning, and then going out and rolling in the mud. He didn't cast aside our sins so that we could continue to live in sin. He died for our sins so that we could be free and start anew. And no, we are not perfect. What am I going to say? We are perfectly imperfect. We all make mistakes. There are times when we will slip. But that's what about being washed in the water, washed in the blood is. Taking communion, repenting our sins so we can start over. Don't give up. Always start over. Know that he died so we could always start over. God's plan did not end with the resurrection of Jesus. He is risen. That was only half the story. His resurrection set the stage for the rest of his plan, for us, so that we could live. It's where we start. How could there be any more hope than in a new start, in a beginning? That's what hope is. It's the promise of new beginning, new start, washing the slate clean. The possibilities are endless. Jesus asked us to live in love, live through his teachings, do no harm, do good, I talked about it last week and I'll continue to talk about it. What now? He is risen so that we may rise. He is risen so we could rise. So rise us. So rise we. It is our turn to rise to the call and continue this new season, this new start. That's where you start. Just know that He died for our sins, not so that we could continue on the same path, but so that we could start again. And when we falter, not if, when we falter, know there is hope. We can always start again. That's Sunday School Simplified. I hope you feel the hope, the tingling, the excitement of all the possibilities. Let me know where you see hope, where you find hope, what you're going to do with this new start. I hope you have a great week.